Yo, welcome back to the Rolodex. Today, we gonna talk about what everybody talking about pretty much. About Xbox cutting back 2,000 people. You know what I'm saying, from the staff. It came after the Microsoft Activision thing, blah blah blah, right? It came after all of that though. But what I really want to talk about is them cutting back 19 to 2,000 people though. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem for real. Not only that, what else they done did? They done cut back the damn. They done cut back. What else they cut back? They cut back something else too though. But let's talk about that first though. Let's talk about that first though. They dropping off 2,000 people right after they done bought them for 70 billion, right? And they want to talk about redundancy. Let's talk about redundancy though. Speaking of redundancy, you going to cut back the only company that can guarantee you a good quality game year after year for real, right? So you mean to tell me you going to cut back the Call of Duty team and let your Xbox team take over? We already know Xbox can't make good games like Call of Duty. So in my opinion, I think that shit going to fail sooner or later. I think Call of Duty is not going to be the same. I think it's going to go downhill. Speaking of redundancy, right? Yeah, you being real redundant, trying to cut back all these people so your Microsoft people can take hold of it. I don't see Call of Duty being that game no more. Now, don't be surprised if it come out. Don't be surprised if it come out, you know what I'm saying, a couple years in a row and it just don't feel right. Like something is just off about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised though, because it's Microsoft niggas taking over and not the original people who've been making it from scratch. Like that's a slap in the face for real. I think you gonna buy a company and you know they drop year after year game that's gonna sell. Now maybe Call of Duty might sell because of the name or whatever, but I got a feeling, man, people gonna start dropping off from that game though. People gonna start noticing some little intricacies and little different stuff that just it don't feel like it used to feel. You know what I'm saying? And that's Microsoft's fault, which is a sad thing though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody want to talk about, yeah, okay, Microsoft do it, Sony do it. Now, don't be surprised, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get too hyped up, Sony fanboys, though, because Microsoft laid off 2,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only January. You don't know what Sony got around the corner for real, though. Now, personally, I don't think that Sony gonna do some shit like that, though. You know what I'm saying? But come on now. Like, Sony got some firearms around the corner though. I mean, everybody cutting back, it seemed like nowadays, so just be careful with that. I seen a couple of fanboys out there celebrating early, like, but nah though. You ain't even seen what your favorite company about to do. So hold fast though. You know what I'm saying? And then you judging off the fucking developer direct. You don't even know what Sony State of Play gonna look like. For real, for real. So just, yeah, like I said, man, just watch what the companies do. And stop getting excited too early though. Cause you don't know. Sony might drop something next month. Or we're re-releasing 100, we're releasing 500 employees from Naughty Dog or some shit. You know, God forbid, but still. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Your favorite company might get laid off for real. But I don't think that's gonna happen. For the simple fact is, we all know, man. Well, at least I know that I feel like because Xbox got the money, they can buy up all these conglomerates and do at will what they want with them. So in that case, you know what I'm saying, you gonna buy one of the biggest, most consistent gaming companies. You know what I'm saying, one of them that ever, you know what I'm saying, ever made video games. You gonna buy them, take over the fucking project, and then lay off mostly all of their people. All of their people. You know what I'm saying? To bring in your people. And we already know your people don't make good games. Let's just call a spade, Mo. You know that. So I'm a little, you know, I don't know, man. All I can do is sit back and watch for real, for real. And as you should too, and just see what happens. See what see how Sony respond to that. Cause that's the biggest thing. Cause you know Sony always do shit. I remember when Starfield, I think it was a Starfield that came out. Starfield had came out, and then Sony had did something drastic, like raised the price or did something, right? That's because Sony knew that game was gonna be ass. So damn, it's so hot in this motherfucker. Damn, that's what I'm saying. So watch how Sony respond though. To be honest with you. So speaking of redundancy, why wouldn't you cut off some of your own employees and keep some of that magic? You see what I'm saying? Keep some of that magic that been there from day one to make sure that your company that you just purchased consistently pumps out good quality games. Because honestly, in my opinion, that was the only company that was under Microsoft that I knew for sure was gonna make a good game that I can go buy every year. You know what I'm saying? I can't say the same thing about Bethesda. You know what I'm saying? I knew Call of Duty I was gonna be able to go play that and buy it or whatever every year because it's gonna be pretty much, you know what I'm saying, a banger. But now I'm a little iffy now, yeah. I'm a little iffy. I'm a little iffy. You gonna cut back you gonna cut back the good people and bring in the stagnant, stale people. And what's this I hear about y'all outsourcing y'all QA and shit? Now I ain't gonna lie though. I didn't know that this was it, but if they outsourcing they staff to like, you know, Zimbabwe or Afghanistan some damn where, I had that feeling because I called Microsoft customer service. And if you ever call customer service on Microsoft, you know it's a pain for real. It ain't just no number you can call and talk to somebody like Sony. It's so easy on Sony. Like I'm telling you, bro, like I like it. But trying to get somebody to call you on Microsoft, it can be done, but it's not as easy. And then when like I had two times when they called me. I just felt like I was talking to somebody in goddamn Kuwait some damn way, somewhere way the fuck out there. It sounded like he wasn't even in the U.S. And I just was like, damn, like what's going on with that? I just felt like I was calling like a Comcast customer service or like a cell phone customer service. You know how you call them and they definitely outsource. We all know they outsourced. We know they calling from goddamn India somewhere, right? I felt the same way about Xbox when I called Xbox with help with my account. I was like, bro, you don't even sound like you understand English for real. So I hung up on him and called back. And then what? I got a female who spoke the same exact language. I'm like, man, what the fuck? So for them to cut back their whole QA thing and outsource their customer service, to me that puts me off because it's nothing like getting good customer service from the company for real. It's nothing like getting good customer. Well, at least people that understand you. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. You might, you know, as a business, I understand you want to cut costs, get the same amount of results from outsourcing it, right? I get that. But come on, bruh. If people always talk about Sony being a Chinese company and Microsoft being the American company, why when I call them, I get more American people on the PlayStation side than I do on the Xbox side. That's just my opinion. I call customer service for different reasons all the time. Get refunds or whatever. And it just seems like when I call PlayStation's customer service, it's somebody that, you know, that live down the street. You know what I'm saying? I can hear and I can tell that he's American for real. But when I call Xbox, you know, it's like you already know. You already know what that sound like. So to me, that rubbed me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but as a business, I get it. And another thing is, what they talking about? What else they talking about? Xbox. Talk about the redundancy, customer service, land. Okay, let's talk about y'all getting rid of y'all physical games. Let me tell y'all right now. Xbox. Talking to you, Xbox. If you didn't think Xbox was going all digital, now's the proof. Now is the proof. I mean, what more proof do you need besides hearing about Best Buy taking off all the Starfield copies? What else? The news just came out about them cutting their whole physical media division. Then they showed you a couple months back the new Xbox was about to come out. It's an all digital jump. Some people call it the paper towel. Some people call it the Wi-Fi router. Whatever you want to call it, bro. They going digital. Now, I know previous videos I said every time Microsoft do something, Sony follows. But Sony, please do not follow this anytime soon. We still buy CDs for your console. You know what? You know what's funny though? Go back to that subject though. A dude in GameStop told me, and I don't know if he was supposed to tell me this the other day, but he told me that he said one of the main reasons GameStop doors is open is because of Sony's physical media. Look, Nintendo's too, but nobody like the Xbox physical exchange thing don't really make a difference in GameStop. It's Sony stuff. You know, the return, buy, stuff, all that. That's what's keeping their doors open. I like to hear shit like that. Like, keep that going. Support physical media as long as you can, bro. Because I'm telling you, when it's gone, fool. It's out of there. But yeah, though, like, man, what's up with y'all getting rid of y'all whole physical media? That's proof right there. Like, hey, we going all digital. Boom. Like it or not, that's what we doing. So, that right there, that bothers me. You know, that really bothers me because any game that I buy for Xbox is definitely a CD version of it. Definitely a CD version of it. So, I don't know what I'm going to do from here. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that bitch in the closet and go play my PlayStation like I've been doing any damn way. Like, y'all just, like, Xbox, I know I've been saying give me a reason to turn your box on, but it seems like you're doing a complete opposite. You giving me a reason to put that shit in the closet and wrap it up. For real, for real. You is not giving me a reason to go out here and turn my box on every day. You're not. So in that case, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm a console gamer at heart, so I'm going to go back to the console that's delivering quality on a consistent basis. And one more thing I want to say about what Xbox is doing, I feel like whatever Xbox is doing, all this bullshit that's coming out, firing and dropping physical media, doing this and doing that, it's like a jab after jab after jab, right? That's going to give Sony more leeway and more courage to do shit like that. Remember they raised the price of PS Plus when I think Starfield came out. That was a bold move. Why? Because Sony know they can do that. They know they can do that. So, I don't know, man. All I can say is gaming is an expensive hobby. And it's been that way since the Super Nintendo. Shit wasn't cheap back then. That's why I had to wait so long to get certain games. I ain't know when I was 6, 7 years old, games was $50. And I ain't know that. All I know is I wanted to play Donkey Kong. That's all I knew. So, yeah, man. I mean, wow, this is gonna hurt though. And let me give y'all a theory right quick. Let me just give y'all a little theory right quick. What if, just a hypothetical, okay? What if when Microsoft was talking to Bobby Kotick, right? You know, the head of Call of Duty pretty much. Before they gave him all that money, right? What if Bobby Kotick knew that once Microsoft acquired them, they was going to cut mostly all the staff off? What if he knew that? What if he knew that, hey, once I give Microsoft this company, everybody gone? And he just didn't give a fuck. He wanted to cash out and get up out of there. Wouldn't that be crazy, though? Like, what if some of that money that Bobby Kotick got on his way out there was, like, paid to, like, keep his mouth shut, or paid to, like, I don't know, extra money for him to, like, to not do something, though. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of money. And I honestly think that Kotick knew something like this was going to happen upon acquisition of, you know what I'm saying, by Microsoft. Like, you can't not know something like that. You can't not know something like that. That's just what it is. And another thing is, I want to throw a hypothetical out there too. What if they gave Bobby Kotick all that money? You a free man. You can go do what you want. You can start another gaming company if you want, right? and they just let go 1,900 people, right? Bobby Kotick can start another gaming division, boom, because they know Xbox is going to tarnish the brand of Call of Duty. They already know that. But either way, he got paid. So you got Bobby Kotick his money. They released all of his good employees who made Call of Duty what it was, right? What if Bobby Kotick can just take that, bring some of them employees back with a new brand, new name, make a better Call of Duty, go to Sony. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that that's going to happen, but you never know, man. Like, stuff like that can definitely happen, you know, when you really think about it. Like, wow, this is crazy world we living in. But don't exit out your head like it can't happen though, because it definitely can happen. I don't think Bobby Kotick I don't think he done making games. Like, I don't think he just gonna take that big lump sum and just roll out and just be on a yacht chilling. No, I think he still got some. I think he still got some creation up in him, some video game development up in him for real. And with a fresh start like he got, that's a fresh start pretty much is what he got. He got a fresh start. He can go away. He can come up with his own brand, new ideas, everything, bro. And what more better would it be to come to Sony to have something to compete with Call of Duty? Because people still gonna buy Call of Duty for what it is. So, you know, for the next couple of years, I do see Microsoft still getting those sales from the PS5 and the Xbox side and the PC. They still gonna get them sales. So it'll behoove Sony to just go, you know, scoop up the work for real. I mean, maybe not, but man, it's just crazy to think about though, for real, for real. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about it. I wanted to end it with this, man. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Because we ain't seen what Sony gonna do. Now, if Sony can go this whole year without releasing nobody, okay, that's good though. We need that. But it'd be even better if they keep this physical thing going. You know, I know everybody wanna say that Nebula is coming. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Because if Xbox next console is a digital only console and the PS5 Pro or PS6 still has a disc drive, we headed in the right direction. Like, I already know where most gamers are going to start leading up to. For real. Like, they gonna start coming over to the Sony side. And honestly, I might put that Xbox in the closet though. It's no reason for me to turn it on. The moves that you're making, you're basically telling me where you're headed, where you're going. And maybe you, like I said in my previous videos, maybe you being innovative and you leading the trend. So Sony might follow what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see them following no shit like that no time. So I hope not, at least, you know. So if the PS6 come out with a disc drive, we in a good spot for real. We in a good spot. But anyway, y'all. Thank you. And don't X out what I said though. Something like that can definitely happen with Bobby Kotick and the crew. And it'd be crazy if it did though. For real, for real. But with that being said, please keep supporting physical media. I'm your man, John Jacob. We out.